Welcome everyone to the Marshmallowmoney podcast. I have on today Jamar. Say hi to the audience.
Hello, audience. Hi.
Hey. I'm so glad you can join us today, and it is such an honor to have you on here. I know that you were mentioning that you were doing some auditions. We can just start right there and jump right into that. What were you auditioning for today, and just take us through your process?
So, I can't say what I was auditioning for.
No
I
worries.
can't say
Don't
what
worry
I was
about it.
auditioning
It's
for,
fine.
but Uh, the process is more so everything is
hmm
self-tape at this point. We're slowly kind of getting back into the in-person auditions and stuff like that. It's
hmm
more so like Broadway is kind of doing the more in-person auditions now, but
Oh,
a
I
lot of things for
understand.
film is still self-tape. So
Okay.
the self-tape process is more so like, I basically have like a mini like studio like corner.
hmm
So, I have my ring light, I have my backdrop, and I
All the
basically have
essentials.
yeah, and I have a reader and I have time where I can. That's the thing about having like self tape auditions. You got as much time as you want to perfect it
hmm
as much as you can.
Of course. Interesting. So you have your ring light, and then you're just like getting into the mind of the character, and you
Mhm.
press record. How many takes does usually occur before you get the right tape that you send in to the studios or to your manager?
So I think it differs. It differs
Mm.
because my amount of takes depends on my manager, who's also my first cousin. Shout out Reggie. You know what I'm saying? He helps me.
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. He's
Woo.
the goat. He's the one who like goes through these processes with me.
hmm
So he's my biggest critic. Like him and myself,
hmm
he's my biggest critic because he's like one of the ones that be like, it could be better. Like he's that guy,
Oh,
So he's not gonna be like, yeah, that was good. He's gonna be like, it could be better. It
okay.
keeps me going. So use depending on what the role is for, it
hmm
it will take like 3 or 4 takes essentially. More
Wow.
so, more so the challenging part
hmm
for me is like the emotional, like serious roles because
Interesting.
I'm such a happy person, so
I love
it's
that. No,
it's
it's good to be
hard.
happy,
It's really
honestly.
hard.
Okay, so how do you channel the inner seriousness of the character since you're like more like a joyful person that's not like as serious? So how do you switch that over?
So for me,
Mhm.
I isolate myself, and I
Oh.
take myself. I watch like certain movies and certain with that resonate with that character because
hmm
even if I don't have the role, even if I'm auditioning, I want to
hmm
become that character. So
Of course.
I create a story for the character's life. I give the
hmm
character kids. I give the character like a motive. What is he doing
hmm
this for? Even though I only have 5 lines to go off of, so I
Right,
really don't know
right.
what's happening. But
Okay.
like I developed this. I to bring this character to life that I don't even know. I just know 5 lines, so I
hmm
developed 5 stories.
Wow. So what is one recent example that you can share that you developed a story with a character that you only had like a few lines for? If you can share anything for it.
Yeah, I'll give one that I
Mhm.
recently that's about to come out soon. That's already been announced. Like if you look on IMDb, it's already coming. So,
I'm
um,
excited.
yeah, I play this character named Bugs
Mhm.
on this film that's about to come out called Danbury 1970, which is
Nice.
a film based on a true story. You
hmm
know, and I don't want to go too much details about I don't know what I can and what I
It's
can't
okay.
say, but
It's okay.
it has been announced it is coming. But it was basically about
Mhm.
like just that feeling of the 1970s and like being a gangster at that point in time and like
Right.
the mannerism. So I think with that audition, I watched American Gangster with Denzel Washington. Um,
Classic.
I watched Snowfall because it was based off in the 80s and stuff like that as
hmm
well. So I took
Right.
a deep dive into like characters like Franklin Saint and stuff like that, like to really
Yes.
like get into that mode of the that like time period.
hmm That's really interesting. I think Damson Idris as Franklin Saint, that world of just things that are more serious conversations, a more serious situation is just so important to be able to get into the mind of the character and really analyze them well to perform whenever you do. So that's interesting to see your process in that. So it's very fascinating. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing that. And going into one of your most recent series, Raising Kanan. I want you to take me through the process of high-low, like the fashion and how you really
Ooh,
understood the character from what you saw on page and then translating that into what we see on TV today.
ooh. So shout out my Raising Kanan family. I love you guys so much.
Yay!
So
Mhm.
High Low was different for me because
In what
High
way?
Low, he's a they're real people. Those that's like the show may be like fiction, but those
Hmm.
people that we play, shout out to my boy Ro. Those people that we play, the low
Yes.
life gang, those are real people who did real things, who made a name for themselves. So
Right.
there was real research I had to do. You know, I didn't really know too much about like what it was, so I looked into. I'm like,
Mhm.
who is the low life gang? And I found out like they everything that we see in New York City now, where people is reselling everything, like even the resale
Right.
game with sneakers or whatever, they started this. Like they
Wow.
started all of that. Like they made it worldwide.
So
Like they're the
interesting.
reason for that. So, you
Hmm.
know, I talked to my father, who has a lot more experience. He's been shopping in New York for years, so he knew a lot about this. Like to help me
Okay.
do my research. So really, it was more so like talking to him, and then like watching. I watched. It was like a documentary on YouTube that I watched, like just about
Hmm.
them and like what they were doing, like their mannerisms and how they moved and like their fashion and like how it was
Okay.
strictly polo. So for the
Interesting.
audition, I was
Hmm.
like, okay, my first audition, I was like, cool. I had on like a regular t-shirt, like because when you do an audition, you don't want too much attention on your clothing or what you're wearing and stuff like that.
Why is that? Does it take away from the casting directors?
Yeah,
Or is that
a
okay?
distraction. So like they
Interesting.
always say stuff like that is a distraction. You don't want you want them to pay attention to you. You don't want them
Hmm.
to bypass you and pay attention to the design on your shirt or whatever. So it's always good to
Okay.
keep that in mind.
That makes sense. It's like what you're saying is more important than what you're wearing,
hmm
essentially. Okay.
But in
Yeah.
this case, it was different.
Oh,
In this case, it
why
was
was it
different
different?
because
Mhm.
I wanted to look the part completely.
Interesting.
So I went I went and bought a polo shirt, but
Hmm.
like it was like a vintage collar polo shirt, and then I bought a
Hmm.
polo hat, and I kind of like tilted it a little bit, like, but I wanted
Ooh,
the symbols to show in the audition, and
yeah.
it worked out in my favor.
Okay, because you end up getting the call that you got the part.
hmm
And what was that experience like finding out that, you're booked for this role, you're gonna start filming this character soon?
That probably was like one of the best moments of my life for real because
Okay.
I the strike had happened the whole year of
Mhm.
2023.
I
So
remember that so well,
there
for
was like
sure.
nothing happening and I
Mhm.
had just got signed. I had just got an agent at the end of 2022
Right. This
and
was an
I was getting
unfortunate
ready.
situation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I was so ready to get into it and then everything just
Exactly.
stopped. Everything just stopped. So it was like, okay, so this was my first audition back after a year.
Hmm.
I'm like,
After a
okay,
year.
cool, and then like if you don't hear back from an audition within like 2 days, as an actor, you're always supposed to when you do an audition, you're supposed to forget about it anyway, but like it just leaves your mind. So
Okay.
I did that audition December 1st. I
Hmm.
found out I got the role December 23rd. So
22 days.
yeah, so that was like, and I couldn't believe like the email. Like I'm literally getting ready for work. Like I'm getting ready to go to my job. Like and I get an
Yeah.
email. I get an email and it was like my agent was like it was like this is big. Like read all of this. And I'm like okay, like what is that? Maybe it's a new audition. And then it was
Hmm.
like it said Raising Kane. Like so I'm thinking it's the rest. Like it's an audition for the commercial for the restaurant.
Right.
So
Hey,
because I didn't
yeah.
read the rest. I'm like let me just
Right, right,
read the whole
right.
thing. And
Gotta
then
read the whole thing, the fine
there,
print.
there it
Yeah.
was. I had got it, and it was like, we want him. Can he be in New York next week? And I'm like, yeah, I can.
Okay. So what do you tell your job when you find out that you got a role and you have to be in New York the following week? Some jobs are really strict.
Yeah, them NDAs, man. But like
Yeah.
my job was real cool though. Like, cause I don't never
Hmm.
take days off anyway. So
Right,
it was one
right.
of them things where I was like, yo, I need like 3 or 4 days off. Like, it was like,
Hmm.
okay, like that's fine.
Oh, so you didn't have to explain to them what the reason was because you're not allowed to tell anybody that you're going for.
Yeah, nah, it
Really?
was.
Not even your family?
Yeah, that was the hard part. Them either.
Oh,
My father
you can't tell
knew.
your family. Okay,
My
okay. Your
father knew that
father.
I had a role. They
Mhm.
just didn't know what it was. So like,
Okay.
I have to like my father understands like the aspect of me abiding by my NDAs. It's my grandma. My nana was more of the one that was
Oh,
like, she was like,
grandmas.
"What do you mean you can't tell me where you're going?" I'm like, "Nana, I'm going to be in New York, but I can't tell you what I'm like when I where I am. Just know I'm filming something important. Like,
Right.
you know."
Right.
So this is at the
Okay.
time where I'm still living. You know, what I'm saying I'm still like I had just finished college, where so I'm still like at home,
Hmm.
whatever. So I'm like, I can't tell y'all what I'm doing, but
Hmm.
just trust me. Like, and then my dad was like, I understand. Like, I know how the game goes. So
Yeah,
yeah, they
dads
did
are
it to me.
cool. They get
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So, what was it like with your family seeing you as Hilo in the TV show? That first reaction for them.
That was crazy. That was the
Hmm.
first time. My father, he's so nonchalant and
Oh,
unapologetically himself. So he's really
stoic.
like, yeah, he's just him. Like he's just like,
Hmm.
cool. He's like, as long as it's working. Like he's always that. But to see
Yeah.
him smile like ear to ear, like I
Oh
was
my
like, I was like,
gosh.
okay. I was like, okay,
Like
this
you
is
made it big.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is this is a moment. This is a moment right here, and it surprised
That's
me too. Like
amazing. Hmm.
so, it was
Wow.
it was great.
Wait, so what was it like watching yourself back? So,
I
with your
hate it.
family's reaction, but then for you as well.
I hate it so much. I cannot
Oh,
stand.
really?
I can't stand watching my own acting, and I don't know why. Like I really
Okay.
don't know why. Like I don't know. But I am my biggest critic too. So
Mm-hmm.
when I
Me as
watch
well.
movies, I don't even watch movies for entertainment anymore. Like you ask my cousins, like my friends, they don't like watching movies with me because I watch movies strictly for the acting.
Oh
Like
my gosh.
I'm at that point now where it's like the acting is bad, but the movie is like I'll leave. Like I
You'll
can't
leave.
I
Like you
can't
will
get through
walk
it.
out the
Yeah,
theater if
yeah, I'll
it's
walk out the
you
theater.
will.
I will.
Okay. Wait, so what's the most recent movie you watched that you were very highly critical of that you possibly had to go?
Sinners was the one that I was really, really critical about, and
Interesting.
it
But did
exceeded
you
all
walk
my
out?
expect. Oh no, it
Oh, okay.
exceeded
I was
all my
like,
expectations. That
okay.
movie, that movie right there
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. Those are the Oscar-worthy movies right there. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
absolutely. No,
That
for
movie was
sure.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie was
Yeah.
like 100 out of 10. Like,
Okay. So that movie you're critical of, but then it was better than what you assumed it was going to be.
hmm
Okay. And then what movie did you have high expectations for that disappointed you for this year's films?
this year's films,
Mhm.
what movie like disappointed me? The Conjuring,
Oh,
straight
I never
disappointed.
watched it. I
Oh
never
my
watched
god.
that.
You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing
Okay.
nothing, I tell
Well,
you.
time to skip that.
Yeah. It wasn't like
Mhm.
for it to be the Conjuring and to be the last one, it was just more so it was an origin tale. So it was just taking it back on how they
Oh,
started and where everything
okay.
began and then them retiring.
Mhm.
Like so it wasn't really scary. Like it just wasn't. It was just like more
Interesting.
of a docu. Like so it was like I was one of the things I was like, all right, yeah, I'm falling asleep. So I don't like I'd rather not disrespect the craft by falling asleep in somebody's movie. So I'll leave before that.
You'll just like head out and like
Yeah,
not
yeah. I
like
was like,
fall
I'm like,
asleep. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that. People put in so much like time and effort into making movies. Like the budget is insane.
mm-hmm.
I hear like millions of dollars are being invested into films and then you want to not break even, but to exceed that payment. I mean, to exceed the budget expectation. So, you know, it's just so much effort. So it's rather like not
Those
fall
be the
asleep,
ones.
but yeah, don't sleep in the movie.
And it'd be the movies with
Yeah.
the smallest budgets that be the best.
Really, in your
hmm
experience, what films do you know that have like a pretty low budget but were very well done, well shot, well produced?
this might sound
Mhm.
crazy, but there's this movie called Project X,
Oh, I've
and
never heard of it.
it's
What's it
literally
about?
it's about three high
Mhm.
school kids who throw a party that becomes nation like wide. So they throw
What?
a house party, like
Mm-hmm.
and they send a tweet, but the tweet goes via satellite, so now it's all over, like everybody knows about this party, and then he has the three friends that end up being the most popular people like ever. It's
Oh
helicopters
my
and stuff.
God.
It's
The
literally like a
cops.
film
Mm.
about yeah, cops and everything. It's literally a film about a
Crazy.
party, but it's shot
At a
so
party.
well. It's
Mm-hmm.
like and it's done so great that like the
What?
budget was so small, but it exceeded like
Wait,
all of
so
the
how
stuff.
much was the budget? Like five hundred
Yeah,
thousand dollars or like
yeah,
even less than
it
that?
was like in the early like the thousands range because they shot a lot of it
Really?
on a cell phone on a video camera and like a cell phone as well. So
That early
it wasn't
2000s?
yeah, it was really like
What?
that. But if you go and see how much it sold in the box office, it passed millions. Like
What?
Yeah,
It's not always like that.
exactly.
It's not. That's amazing. I hope the actors are still killing it in the game after that initial like project that they
Mhm.
did. Wow, that's incredible. Okay. And speaking of different film genres, what do you think is something that you take inspiration from when you are going into acting, trying to get into the mind of your characters? Like, what genre do you really pull from in your own experience?
So I think in Raising Kanan,
Mhm.
I pulled from crime and drama. So
Of course.
I went and watched this movie before the day
Hmm.
before I had to go shoot. I went and
Yeah.
watched this movie called Paid in Full, and
Oh,
yeah, I watched it
what's
like
that about?
so. Paid in Full is about basically
Mhm.
about these three friends who are drug dealers in the '80s in New York City.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
and they
Hmm.
they it's a lot of like betrayal and things like that. It's a really
Hmm.
good movie. It's with Cameron the rapper, Mackay Pfeiffer, and Woody Harris.
I love, yeah,
He plays
amazing.
Ace, his plays his character named Ace Boogie, but it like it's just about those three, like,
Hmm.
and that was like it gave me the ultimate like New York character. Like
Of
I watched it
course.
4 times, I was like, I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Hmm. Incredible. Okay. And then in terms of like upcoming projects, what's something that you want to do like in the crime drama space that you want to audition for that you've been hearing that's like in the works that you can mention?
That I want to,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I would want to be a part of that Snowfall spinoff. Like anything like of that area,
Oh,
I
there's
would
a spinoff coming
definitely.
for Snowfall.
Yeah, there
What do you know
is.
about it so far?
So far, well, what we've seen is about
Mm-hmm.
Leon and Wanda. Like,
Okay.
and we don't really know too much after the last episode with Franklin. We didn't really hear too much, but there's
We
a
don't know
spinoff.
yet. Yeah, I understand.
Excuse me. So we don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So that would probably be like the one crime and drama one.
Mm-hmm.
I think the role overall that
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually training myself for, even though I haven't heard much about it, it keeps
Mm-hmm.
like I keep getting off and on mixed things about it. I just keep trying to put my hand and trying to find out more. Like and
Trying to dig for more details.
yeah, me and Robin figuring this out too. But I would love
Yeah.
my dream role is to play Static Shock. His name is so like that's
Oh
my
my gosh,
yeah.
I've heard of the show. I never actually watched it, but I know it's like a cartoon back in
Hmm.
like 2000s. He has like
Hmm.
lightning powers.
Yep.
Okay. So have you always wanted to play a superhero, or is this like a recent development of you wanting to play Shock like in
Oh
a
yeah,
role?
nah. This like I've always
Yeah.
wanted to play. I'm a big Marvel fan, but
Hmm.
I know Static Shock is DC. But I've
Okay.
always wanted to play a superhero. But Static Shock,
Yeah.
I resonate with so much more because I've been
Hmm.
watching that cartoon. Like when I used
Yeah.
to wait up on Saturday morning and for it to come on
Hmm.
CW, and then
Oh
now
my
I look
gosh.
like him. So like I'm like,
Yes,
yo, I
with the
need to.
with the
Yeah, with
hair
the
and
hair. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah,
so
of
I have
course.
to do this. Like,
Hmm. So would you like read the comic books to get
oh,
into like his character? Like would you do that if you were preparing for his role?
oh yeah, I already have. Like
You are okay, yeah,
yeah, I've
you're all
already been locked
set.
in.
So
Hmm.
let's call up CW, let's call up DC and get you on audition.
That's what I'm
Let's make it
saying.
happen.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get up in there, and that's the hard part about this too, because there's a lot of
Mhm.
people with long resumes who would just be given a role.
Yeah.
Like, but
Interesting.
the thing about me and where I'm at this point, like,
Hmm.
I'm at a point now where like I'm I love what I do very much, and I'm
Of
at a point now.
course.
If you put me in a room with these people, I'm not
Yeah.
losing. Like, I will not lose.
You're not losing, no.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with it. So if they do auditions, like,
Right there.
and I get the audition, I'm gonna get it. Like I'm in there.
Wow, that's incredible. So, what's one thing that you would say to an actor that's kind of like down the dumps, not really sure how to like motivate themselves further to get into the next audition, to get into the next room? What would you tell them?
Don't give up. Like that's the huge
Hmm.
thing. Do not give up, and you can't. This can't be a choice for you. Like acting
Hmm.
can't be a okay. Well, I can do this, but then I can do that. No,
Hmm.
like you have no other choice. Like for me, this is my life. There's nothing else.
Wow,
This is going to work. Like that's it. And that's the end of it. You said it
I
like
love
that.
that. Hmm.
Your losses will just feel like learning experiences because this is what
Wow.
you're doing now. This is the life that you're
Hmm.
living. It's not going to change.
Exactly. So you're a full-time actor as of this point. There's no other
Yes.
like, okay.
Mhm.
Wow, that's incredible. Just that drive and motivation to keep on going, to keep on pushing forward in this industry that can be really tough to make it, but just to have that mindset that no matter what, you're going to keep striving for greatness is really
Hmm.
incredible. Nice.
Thank you.
And of course. And then in terms of like any movies that are coming out end of this year, what are you looking forward to the most? And of course, critiquing as well.
So I
Mm,
think for this year, I don't really see anything like that's caught my attention, honestly.
really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
honestly, I am looking forward to Zootopia. And that might sound crazy, but like
No, it's good. I
I
went to
love the
watch
first
it. It
one.
was
Oh yeah,
nice.
did
I
you see
did
it?
see.
Yeah.
I watched Utopia too early. A screener. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to
Oh,
you.
thank you, thank you. It's
Was
okay.
it good?
It was good, but not as good as the
That's the first
original
one.
movie. Because the original movie was amazing, and they were not
Hmm.
topping that in the sequel, in my opinion.
Yeah. So that's probably the
Yeah.
only one that I'm looking forward to, like Zootopia. So
Okay.
like, yeah, that
Okay.
was it for me.
Interesting. And then in terms of TV series that are coming, because I know that Bel Air just dropped a whole new season, and there's so many other shows that are coming out shortly. Is there any that are kind of like on your binge list of things to watch?
On my radar,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything on my radar right now. All my shows ended, unfortunately. Like all my favorite shows
Wait, which
ended.
ones?
So I love, like I said, I love crime shows. So like
Of course.
the Peaky Blinders, I hope they get a movie at some point, but that is a really good,
We can only hope. Come on,
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah, really good show. Snowfall
Yes.
ended. I kind
So
of like
good.
I lost touch with All American after like Spencer proposed to Olivia. So I kind of like
Oh.
all my favorite shows like that I started with, like I started off
Yeah.
kind of ended. So like I'm kind of like looking, but like Bel Air,
Hmm.
I'm about to binge watch Bel Air. Like
Gotta
I
lock
really,
in. It's so good.
yeah, I know
Shout out
it
to
looks
the
really good. I gotta lock
Banks
in.
family. Yeah, there's 4 seasons to catch up on Peacock if you ever get to watch it, but it's really good. So
I'm on it. I'm on
lock
it.
in. Nice, nice. Okay, that's great. And as we are wrapping up for today, is there anything you want to leave for the audience? Just like any words of inspiration or like a quote that you've heard of that really stuck to you that you would want to kind of drop some knowledge on anyone
Um,
watching?
yeah, I'll leave you guys a
Mhm.
quote.
Okay.
The quote that I use, like that I've been using my whole life, and it's by Frederick Douglass, and it's
Ooh,
without struggle, there's no progress.
that's
You
good.
know,
Mhm.
that's like the bottom line to this career. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna go through those struggles, those low times, those many takes, them late nights where you
Mm,
up and you try and you get them
mm,
auditions that come through at certain times and you just
yeah,
gotta be there for those moments. That's
of
you're gonna,
course.
like you're gonna go through that. You're gonna hear
Mm,
no. But that one
mm-mm.
yes, that
Yes.
one I heard no numerous times. And my one yes, I went from a Z-list actor to an A-list actor because I'm on an A-list TV show. So like
Yes.
everything, it could all change that quickly. Like,
Absolutely.
so you just got to know how to handle it if you're gonna be in it.
That is amazing. I love that quote. It's just really inspirational. Just no matter the no's you hear, it's like there can be a yes at the end of the tunnel. Just keep striving for it and keep auditioning and just doing your best. And wow, that's incredible.
Thank
Well,
you.
yes. Thank you so much, Jamar, for joining us for this podcast for today. I know I learned a whole lot just about like crime and drama, getting into the sense of what a character does and how to even self-tape. I never really knew a lot of the intricacies behind that. So that was really fascinating. So thank you so much for joining us for today and sharing all this bits and pieces of knowledge. So thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be in next. That secret audition they can't really share too much about. I can't wait to, find out a little bit later on, the project and watch you on the big screen. So, all the best.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Of
one.
course. Have a good one. Bye.